One of the things I noticed on your website was you had a link to old time radio. And why don't someone tell us your website so people could go find that themselves?
It's www.chickenheartproductions, that's all one word, .com.
All right, how do you recruit people? I mean, I know you had on your web, you had information on auditions, and this is what you got apparently. So
yes, and they're amazing.
Why don't you? So you're basically the production end.
Yes.
And you three, and are there others?
There's six or seven of them this time, and they're actually the talent. They're the talented ones.
Talent. So we got three talents here. Right. How about giving us your name and where you come from and what you think about radio stuff? Real close.
My name is Jack Sharkey. I'm from Iowa City, Iowa, now living in Chicago, and it's fantastic. I'm an actor by trade, and so as an actor, it's always body, show your emotions, whereas this, you have no body to use. Yeah. So you're sent back to using the voice, which is a fantastic experience, and it's a lot of fun.
I'm Christy Shaponik. I'm originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I love the historical aspect of it. I'm a big history buff. I love old movies. I love old everything, and so that's what I really love doing about this, going back to the roots and what people were being entertained by, in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
My name is Michael Martin. I'm originally from Reedley, California, and for me it's really exciting to do these shows because I grew up in small-town California listening to a lot of radio shows. I kind of imagine that I'm probably one of the last generation that listened to it fairly consistently. We used to drive home from my aunt's house when I was a real little kid, and I would just lay out in the back seat and just kind of stare up at the stars in the car and listen to the AM shows with my mom or with my grandparents driving. So to have the opportunity now to go back and recreate these old shows is really exciting just for me as a person, and then the challenge of just using your voice, as the other two have said, and just recreating this old style of performance. One of the original styles of American entertainment is just a lot of fun.
We only have a certain amount of time left, so we're going to actually do a scene from one of these plays in the Chicken Heart Productions, Murder, My Dear. So I'm going to give this microphone up, and we're going to take it away.
Wait a minute. Have you heard the weird tales of the Whistler?
Please, Paul, take me away from here. I can't stand this lonely place. I'm frightened. It's too quiet here. If you don't take me away, I'll leave by myself.
I, the Whistler, know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales. I know many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. And so I tell you tonight the amazing story of House of Fear. Paul and Lana are married and set forth on their honeymoon. Paul owns a lovely place by the sea, and there he takes Lana. But from the night they arrive, Lana has been ill. Some strange malady has come upon her. Just what? No one seems to know.
Lana? Lana?
Oh, Paul.
Lana, dear, what is it? What's wrong with you? Why don't you tell me?
Paul, I don't know what it is. I'm just sad. I want to cry all the time. I can't help it.
Cry all the time?
Yes. Ever since I've been here, I wanted to cry.
But why, darling?
I don't know, but I can't help it.
Don't you like it here?
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm afraid.
Afraid of what?
I don't know. Nothing in particular, but I'm afraid.
You want to leave here?
Yes. Yes, I don't want to stay here.
But this house is so restful, dear. It's such a nice, quiet, peaceful place. Where could you go that would be better for you?
I don't know, but I'd rather leave.
Why?
I don't know why.
But there must be a reason.
I'm frightened here. I hear things.
You hear things? What things?
Strange sounds. Noises.
I've never heard anything strange.
I have. I hear them at night. And at times, I see things.
What things?
Strange things. And I won't stay here another day.
Lana, I think you're just hysterical. You're letting your imagination run away with you.
I'm not. I'm sick, dreadfully sick.
But the doctor doesn't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't even think you know what's wrong with you.
Paul, please take me away from here. I don't like this place. It's lonely. I've always been frightened of being lonely. That's what it is. It's too quiet here, too alone. If you don't take me away, I'll go by myself.
Now, don't get so excited.
Please.
Dear, The doctor gave you a sedative. Now go to sleep. You'll be all right in the morning. Then we'll take a walk over to the estate, and I'll show you there's nothing to be frightened of. Please try to get some sleep.
All right, Paul. I'll try.
Well, Lana, apparently you are allergic to big houses, big, silent houses. You felt somewhat like this once before, when you were with Gregory, remember? That house made you feel sad and melancholy. Now the night has passed, and morning has come.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Friends, pick a name.
A sentence?
And a wrapper from a cake of swan. Put them together and you may win $100 a month for life. It's as easy as 1,
Think
2,
of it.
3. 1,
Think of a first name for Mama Swan.
2,
Finish this sentence in 25 words or less. I like Swan soap better because.
3.
Mail your entry with a Swan wrapper and your Swan dealer's name to Swan, Box 23, New York 8, New York.
Yes, just think. Do those 3 simple things and you may win $100 a month for life or $20,000 cash. A prize that can end money worries for you forever. And it can buy you a home, too.
And besides the grand prize, there are 506 other cash prizes, too.
That's right. So remember, 1, think of a first name for Mama Swan. 2, finish the sentence, I like Swan soap better because. And 3, mail them with a Swan wrapper to Swan, Box 23, New York 8, New York.
What's the name of that one?
That one is called House of Fear.
House of Fear. And how many of them are going to be in this incarnation starting Thursday at the No Exit?
We're gonna
4.
Yes, we're gonna do 3 full length and then a short one. So 4 total plays.
What are your plans for the next one?
It's going to be the mad scientist theme.
And how far along are you with that?
Well, we're hoping to do it in May, and John has actually just finished picking and transcribing 3 of them.
Can you talk briefly in our closing moments about the enthusiasm for old radio plays? I mentioned earlier that there was a site, Old Time Radio, but there were some names and there were other places where a lot of this is going on. Who can talk about that a little bit?
You know, in my experience, there's old-time radio all over the internet. So if you are interested in this, I mean, you could literally just Google old-time radio and you will come up with thousands of hits. There's a huge fan community out there that's been trading shows for years, and now people are posting shows out on the internet that you can find so much of this material. It's wonderful stuff. You can buy very cheap discs for like $5, $4 or $5 a disc to get hundreds of shows on a disc with full of MP3 files. It's all over the place. There's still a very active community out there that's interested in this material.
Well, before you did that real rendition there, or that revealed the play, you talked about how you don't use your body as much. It's like more talking. What are we going to look at? Do we see you sitting around microphones? What's the set? Is the set kind of like a studio? What's it going to look like in there?
I think part of the fascination for the audience is that you get to experience, as a live audience did with the original taping of these shows, you get to see how all the sound effects is the one thing that you didn't get to hear from what the particular excerpt that we just performed.
The horse's hooves.
The horse's
the
hooves.
creaking doors.
Yeah, exactly. The creaking doors, the just simple things like shoes on floors and people walking on snow. Well, that was our last one. So we'll have a different sound effects. But the art of the Foley, of developing and performing these sounds live, is one of the most fascinating aspects of performing it, as well as researching the way that these sounds were created. Now, in terms of the actual ambiance of the theater when you attend, we're actually doing something a little bit different this time. We don't want to give away too much about it, but we're trying to recreate what it might have felt like to sit around and have a radio program as your sole source of weekly or perhaps nightly entertainment. So don't want to give away too much of it, but we're trying to recreate that environment at each individual table and within the no exit space in general.
It's true, and we're hoping that we can create the feel of sitting in a live studio, watching it being recorded. And one of my favorite moments, which might be giving away too much, but I'll risk it, is something you could never see in a theater performance that you can see now, is one actor having a scene with himself. He's playing 2 characters, and he has 2 distinctly different voices, which is something they would do in radio all of the time, but obviously in theater would look schizophrenic and weird. So I'm thrilled to sort of present that different world, but live.
Chicken Heart Productions, Murder My Dear, will be taking place at the No Exit Thursday through Sunday. That's the 11th through the 14th. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 o'clock. Sunday at 2 o'clock. Doors will open at 7 and at 1. There will be food and beverages from non-alcoholic to alcohol available. And is there anything else anyone wants to add in our last couple of seconds?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And thanks to these talented people. I think you'd have a really good time seeing this.
All right, let's have a big round of applause for all the Chicken Heart Production folks.